Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I was recently watching 88 Sats of Radio's video and he had this table up on the screen showing why you should be trying to get to 0.25 of a Bitcoin and how life-changing it can be. So I recommend to go watch his video, but I wanted to talk about something a little bit different today. So looking at his table, we can see 2025, the Bitcoin price is $100,000 and you get 0.25 of a Bitcoin worth $25,000. Now, with a growth rate of 40%, we can see how Bitcoin's price appreciates quite quickly over the years. In just a 10-year period down to 2035, it gets to 2.892 million, with a portfolio value around $723,000. I wanted to chuck an extra 10 years on, so all the way down to 2045, and Bitcoin's price with a constant 40% annual growth gets to over 83 million, pushing 84 million. And that's just 2045, so 20 years from now. And you haven't been stacking, you've just had your 0.25 Bitcoin and you've held it. So you've made sure you've kept it safe. Maybe you've put it onto cold storage and off the exchanges. Maybe you've even set up a multi-sig. And yeah, you've looked after it and it's rewarded you. Your portfolio value would be over $20 million, nearly 21 million US dollars. And I also did a very similar table over a similar period of time, but I wanted to see the growth rate of Bitcoin actually decrease. So something that I don't think is as likely as people think it will be. They think with a bigger market cap, it can't go up as much. But I just don't think we've seen the capital that is about to enter. And so I think a 40% growth rate is realistic, but I wanted to see what it would be like if that was decreasing down to 20% over a 20-year period. So heading towards a 20% annual growth, compound annual growth. And what we see is even with this decrease in growth rate, Bitcoin's price continues to rise ridiculously. And this amount can really set you up for life. In a 10-year period, your portfolio value could be 483,250 US dollars, and that's just by holding 25 grand worth of Bitcoin today. We look into the next 10 years, and we've got all the way down to the 20% growth rate. And just look at some of these numbers, but we watch Bitcoin's price continue to rise, and Bitcoin's price will reach around 17,249,216 by 2045. And yeah, same thing. You've only held 0.25 Bitcoin, you haven't accumulated, you haven't added to your stack. And yeah, your portfolio value would be 4,312,304. So, and this just really shows like 0.25 is, yes, for some people it's extremely expensive and maybe it's not achievable for all, but if you are stacking really hard, you actually might be able to get to this balance 0.25. So you don't need a whole coin, you don't even need 0.25. You could maybe plug in your own numbers with say 0.1, for example. That's another good goal. And yeah, it's still going to be really setting you up for the long term. And maybe you just need more time in the market to appreciate, but obviously, the more you have in Bitcoin, the more success and appreciation you're going to see. So I'd be buying as much as you can, guys. Even if you do reach 0.25, continue to stack. And really, your goal should just be trading at any point, trading your US dollars or the Australian dollars for Bitcoin. If you can do that, then that's a good trade. So cheers, guys, for watching. Scan the QR code again for some sats for value, and leave some comments and some likes. And I'll leave Jaw's video in the description so you can see how he looks at your asset values, your liabilities, and then your net worth. And it's a really good way to see what things are lying around your house that you could trade in for Bitcoin. And it's also a good way to understand that maybe you're richer or more wealthier than you thought if you can put your house as an asset, your cars as assets, even your MacBooks and your phones, and put that down. You'll realize, man, I've actually got some serious wealth. And the more I can pour into Bitcoin, the more of that is going to become the dominant percentage of your net worth. So go check it out. And yeah, thanks, guys.